was like, I don't really want to do that. Yeah, one time I remember I was in geography class way back in the day when I was in like high school, right? And we were on a field trip and we were researching the different architectural styles in the area that we were having the field trip in. And we were researching the different architectural styles of like the houses and stuff like that. So we would take a picture of the houses and then we would draw it and write down like, we would write down like the stuff. And we got the police called on us. I think I was like 14 years old or something. Got the police called on me. That's the only time I've gotten the police called on me. And I had to be like, I was looking at the architectural styles of the neighborhood. Like, can you imagine how suspicious? Like, just this little kid walking around taking pictures in your neighborhood. Like, and then I had a little clipboard and I was like, I promise, I promise, I'm just doing it aside. I just want to pass this class. I don't even like this class, to be honest. This is an obligatory unit, please. Please. Because I wasn't wearing a school uniform and I was just a kid. And we were on a field trip and I was just taking pictures of other people's houses and I got the fucking cops called on me. And I had to stand there. I had to stand there while they called the school, and then the school rerouted to call the teacher, that was in charge of the thing, and they had to come and pick me up. They had to come and pick me up because they were like, you're not allowed to leave. And I was like, why? And I had to stand there where they were like, yeah, so this is actually a school project and this is actually a child. And this is actually a child and we promise we're not doing anything wrong. And we had to apologize. And then I had to apologize. I was like, I'm sorry, officer. I'm sorry, officer, for being a nuisance. I'm sorry, officer, for causing a disturbance in the neighborhood. It was so cool. I was so scared too, because I was just a little kid. I was just a little kid, like taking photos, and they made me delete all of them. The more I tell it, the more ridiculous it is. I had to go and delete all the photos that I took of their houses. So then when everyone else was doing the project, I had to use other people's photos. Did you get it? It was so fucking cooked. They were like, can I see your phone? And I was like, okay. I don't know why I had to apologize. They were like, because my teacher apologized. And then they were like, well, Cersea, you have to apologize as well. And I was like, but I didn't even do anything. I'm just listening to you. They didn't cancel the project. Well, no one else got the cops called on them. Only I got the cops called on me. It was rough. I was so scared too. I was like, officer, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, officer. It was 1,000,000% the teacher's fault. He went to too nice of a neighborhood. I would have cried. I was so freaking distraught. I was so distraught. I mean, I would say it was like a medium nice-ish area, you know, because when people, you know, take care of their houses a little bit more, then there's, you know, more to see, I guess. There's more to take pictures of. It was so cooked. She didn't apologize to me or anything either. Like, it was just like, let's go back to the bus. It was really cooked. So I had a very, very bad time. I remember telling my mum about it as well. Like, so I got the cops called on me today. And she was like, what did you do? I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. It was such a terrible freaking time. Hey, now it's a funny little memory, right, guys? Now it's a funny little memory. It wasn't even like that important of a project, to be really honest with you. If I could have just, I feel like you could have gotten the same thing just from like using Google Street View or something, right? And now I'm a pirate, so maybe they were right to, maybe they were right. maybe they were onto something, you know?
Constantly belly aching about how this kind of thing is beneath the leaders of an organization like them.
Yeah, I see it.